Hello YouTube, this is ChardarYuGiOh here with a deck profile. This is, well, as you can clearly see, this is a Hero Beat deck profile. This was one of my favorite decks from about a year ago. I guess it's been over a year now, but when Insectors and Rabbits were big, Heroes were the anti-meta thing. I went back to these because I decided that I just don't really care anymore. So I'm just going to play whatever I really want to play. I have been working on Dust-Ons. I have that Jam Braiding Machine deck Robbie put up. Like, I've been having a lot of fun with this. And in my locals, it doesn't matter. I took this deck to a, not this deck exactly, but a deck similar to this, to regionals last week to the Tinley Park in Illinois. Did absolutely horrible with it. Mostly due to I had no time to test this while I was playing for college. But anyway, I'm uploading this not because I think it's good at the moment, but because I want feedback. 3 Elemental Hero Neos Alias, 2 Photon Thrashers. No Bubble Man. I play a lot of monsters, so Bubble Man is more difficult to get out. Thunder King Ryo. 2 Banisher the Radiance. I believe actually that Banisher and Macro hurt decks more this format than Skill Drain does. 2 Dyna. If you protect this thing, it can be a field wipe, or if you protect it, it's just a lockdown like Christia. And 3 Card Car. This was the biggest change. I did not run these at all at regionals, mostly because I did not have them. Triple Duality. 2 E-Call. 1 Rhoda. 3 Gemini Spark. And 1 D-Fissure. Again, D-Fissure Macro hurts decks a lot this format. Triple MST. I ended up losing very badly to Royal Decree, so I ended up this to 3. So hopefully Royal Decree is not as significant of a threat now that I have 6 main deck outs for it. And 1 Dark Hole. 1 Vanity's Emptiness. I might up this to 2. I might cut it out. This all depends on the matchup. I cited out quite a bit, but it's still insanely good against dragons. I only own 1 at the moment, so I'm just probably stick with that. 1 Macro. And 1 tech skill drain. At regionals I ran an entire skill drain engine, including 2 Beast King Barbaros and triple main deck skill drain. It was decent, but against most of my severe losses were 2 dragons, which it did not hurt at all. 2 Fiendish Chain, one of the best back row cards in this format. 2 Mirror Force. By the way, I love this super rare Mirror Force. I just want to say that. 2 Dimensional Prison. I would run 3 if I could. I can't. 1 Bottomless, 1 Compulse, 1 Torrential Tribute, and 1 Solemn Warning. So that's the main deck. As you can see, it's very back row heavy and just stun monster heavy. This deck is just stun the opponent down as long as possible. Extra deck is very basic. I don't use this hardly at all, I'll be honest. I only run 3 hero monsters, and that's because I don't even run Miracle Fusion in the main, because I mostly banish my graveyard. But 2 Shining, 1 Gaia. I run enough Earth stun monsters that Gaia's live, and the Shining, of course. Other than that, it's just rank 4 Ixies, Utopia, Maestro, Pappy, Dynamo, Black Ship, Cowboy, Blade Armor, Excalibur, Diamond Dyer, Abyss Dweller, Pearl, and Crazy Box. Crazy Box is especially good under Skill Drain, where it just becomes an instant 3000 beater. It's really good. Side deck, this changes all the time. I would love some suggestions for the side deck. I decided second Skill Drain, 2 Hero Blast for when I side out the macro D-Fissures and Banisher engine, because this just becomes a +1, instant +1. And removal. Grand Mole for Ixies heavy decks, 2 Max C, 2 Veilers, again if I side out my Banisher's engine. Soul Drain, 2 Mind Drain for dragons. I side deck the 2 Miracle Fusions. I do not side Super Poly because this deck has enough trouble plussing as it is. Super Poly is a minus, and what monster do I need Super Poly to get rid of? Like, this deck runs a ton of removal. What do I need Super Poly to get rid of? Like, Logia is not a threat. There's nothing that can instantly negate anything. Dracosack isn't even really a threat with Compulse and Skill Drain. I have enough outs to Dracosack. I really don't need Skill Drain, and it's a minus. And finally, these 2 are mostly just my fun techs. I love Call of the Haunted in this deck. I upped the banishing cards in my main deck, so I didn't main deck Call of the Haunted. I did at the regional, but I love this because I can chain it, bring back Ryo, bring back a Dyna, just chain it to something, get a plus, and like say if they activate a Call of the Haunted or some of the special summons, chain this, bring back Dyna, their cards are dead. And Seal of Orichalcos just turns all my stun monsters into giant beaters. 2400 Alias, 2100 Banisher, 1700 Fossil Dyna, and it's really good for field additional removal against a field spell. I really don't use this that much unless there's absolutely nothing else I can side into, but it's mostly a fun side card. If there's something huge that I should put in the side deck over this thing, I probably will. But for right now, I just think it's fun to play the Seal of Roy Calgos because it is such a classic, iconic card. So that is my Hero Stun deck. Let me know what you think of this. Thumbs up if you like the idea. Thumbs up if you think it's potential. Thumbs down if you don't like it. And please leave any feedback or helpful tips that you can. And peace out, YouTube.